What we're going to do here is just check, even though we've done some stuff here and we've got the kids to coach each other, we're just going to check some body position stuff now, because we want everyone to be in a safe position, and funnily enough, strong position is the same as safe. So the ref has already said crouch, and he's about to say bind. So all I want you to do, if you're a hooker, you might have 1 foot in front. If you're a prop, I just want you to have square feet as possible. Okay, if you need 1 foot slightly in front, that's okay. But I just want you to show me what it looks like for you if the referee has said crouch and you're about to go into the scrum. Cool, I'm just going to walk around and have a look at you all. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Just have a rest. So have a rest. Some of us are pretty good here, but we all need a little bit of a tweak in a couple of things. So this little activity here is going to help us get into a real good habit of getting in good position. So, do you guys know much about the Cody tree? What is it? Is it a big tree or? It's massive, eh? So I want you to pretend you're on a branch up the top of the Cody tree that you just climbed for some weird reason. And the branch that you're standing on has just broken, but you grab the one above you. So quickly grab that one, okay? And it's just out in front of you. But what I want you to do is you're hanging there now. What happens if you fall? You could die, okay? And we don't want to die because we've got a scrum on Saturday. So you're in that position. There's a platform up there just above that. So what I want you to do is pull yourself up nice and slow, okay? So you're just pulling yourself up, getting your elbows down, pulling yourself up, okay? Just keep going down until your elbows are nice and low there. Okay, now your chin's above that branch, just stay there. But the branch is about this far in front of you, so I want you just to pull yourself so your chest hits that branch. Can you feel it there? Feel that? Okay, cool. Just have a look around at each other. Look a bit weird, eh? Do you feel nice and tight in your back there? Cool, so that's what we're aiming for. So just have a little rest, because I know you'll be getting a little bit sore there. What you've actually done there is you've brought your shoulder blades into a nice strong position, which is going to help our back in a scrum. Okay, so we'll do that again. Go up, grab that branch. Yep, we're saving our lives here. We're going to pull ourselves up to that branch, nice and slowly, till your elbows are reasonably low there. And remember, that branch is out in front, so we just have to pull ourselves back so we can touch that branch. Cool, now stay there. Lock your knees so they're straight. Okay, this is just an activity. Keep them straight, and now I want you to just bend at your waist until you feel your hamstrings, which is this part of your body, until you feel your hamstrings tighten a little bit. And when you do, just stop. Okay, stop there if you can feel them. Okay, and stay in that with your shoulders. Now what I want you to do, look at me guys, just bend your knees a little bit. Did that release your hamstrings? Cool, now we're just going to bend a little bit further, keeping our shoulders where they are, until you feel them again. And when you do, just stop there. Cool, and bend them again, your knees. Did that release it again? Cool, and bend forward at your waist again, so that chest ends up out in front of your knees. All good? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to coach each other. So if I was with my friend here, whose name is Nico, I'm going to say stand next to him on the side here. I'm going to go grab that branch. Right, just want you to pull your elbows down so you're in that position there, and you already got that branch in front of you, eh? Cool. Now, at the waist, I want you to do this, Nico, look at me. Bend until you feel your hamstrings tighten a little bit. And when they tighten, you just stop. Cool, now bend your knees slightly. Awesome, now I want you to do this again. Look at me, Nico, pull your chest out in front. Awesome, until you feel those hamstrings there. Remember our shoulder blades, and bend your knees one more time. And look at me, Nico, just come down a little bit further. Cool, and break there. Happy to do that, guys? Cool, away you go. I want you just to pull your elbows down. Awesome, right, remember the branch is just in front, so cool. Feel what that's done here in your back. It's nice and tight, eh? So what I want you to do, Chelsea, is just bend at your waist. Cool. Move the shoulder blades back until you feel your hamstrings. Yep, cool. Bend your knees a bit now. A bit more. Cool. Shoulder blades back. Awesome.
I'm Kieran Reid, and this is New Zealand Rugby's Tackle Clinic. The Tackle Clinic was set up to teach rugby players to position their heads in the correct position when making a safe and correct tackle. The key point to remember is to keep your eyes on core. That's the belly button, because where the core goes, the ball carrier goes. Keep your eyes open, back strong, hands up and elbows in. Move forward with small, fast steps and balance so you can adjust if you need to, and get your front foot close to the attacker. Get your head close to the side for a front-on tackle and behind for a side-on tackle. Make firm contact with your shoulder and get your cheek in tight. Thrust your arms forward, around the ball carrier and squeeze their legs together. Continue through to complete the tackle, landing on top if possible. After the textbook tackle, get to your feet and decide on ball recovery options.
Now, if we're teaching this to kids, for example, early in the season, what I like to do is make sure it's really safe and we're not getting injuries on hard ground or for guys that haven't been in contact for a while. So I like to start them on their knees. Just to demonstrate here, we've got a ball carrier. He'll be on his knee there. And so any player would feel in quite a safe position here doing this activity. I'm going to work on the ball carrier is going to step that way just for the sake of this activity. And I'm going to work on hitting him in this area here and making sure that my cheek is really tight against his cheek. So it's really important that you get a tight grip, that whilst you're punching with your shoulder through the impact, you're also wrapping with your arms and getting a nice tight bind between your cheek and his cheek there. The other thing we're going to work on in this activity is the tackler landing on his front. That way you hold all the cards. If you can land on your front, it means you can get up quickly. You're the player, the tackler's the player that the referee is ruling. He's watching you, so therefore you've got to play within the law, which means getting up and then making your next decision in that tackle area. If you're on the deck as a tackler, you're liable to be penalised and you have no material effect on the game. You can't really do anything. Okay, so the drill will be simply this: on our knees, ball carrier, defender, tackler, landing up on top, and then just getting up.
Yeah, g'day, Brendan Webby here from Bay of Plenty Rugby. Today I'm going to show you a few things that I like to coach around the breakdown area. So what we're going to do today, we'll break it down to attack and defence. On the attack side of things, we'll look at pre-contact, the actual collision itself, and then we'll finish with the delivery aspect to it. And we might even chuck in, if we've got time, a support player role as well. We'll jump into it. We just split into 2 groups of 4. We'll have one person standing in the middle here. What we're going to do, this guy is going to be our decision maker, so he's going to put his arm up left or right, and whichever way he goes, if he goes left, the player's going to go the opposite side. So if you just jump down here, so we'll go 2 groups. 2 key factors we'll cover at the moment. The first one is footwork. So we're going to see a bit of footwork up to that white cone and then accelerate into the space past them. So we'll go at the same time. Good, go. Nice, go. Enthusiasm into it. We really want to see some acceleration into that space. Just imagining that a gap's opened up. We need to make sure we're taking that gap. Good work. So carrying on from our pre-contact, we're going to look at the actual collision area itself. So just covering those pre-contact again, footwork, accelerate into space. Guys on the back on the shields, if he goes with this end, you're going to go the opposite side. 2 or 3 things we want to look at for the collision is a real good hard hit, so we can hear that by the sound of that the pad makes. And we're not going to look to square up our hips. So what that means is we're going that way towards the try line and some real short, sharp steps. You don't have to go down at this stage, we'll cover that off in a minute. So same thing, I'll just say go and you guys can just go through it. Yeah, nice work, so nice square hips. You'll see they've got the ball in 2 hands to start with. You can give the option to tuck the ball under one hip and hit with that shoulder once you've made your decision which way you're going to go. Okay, so go. Good stuff, good footwork. Square those hips up. Just don't forget those key points, squaring hips up and leg drive. Okay, so that's it from the collision. We'll now move on to the actual delivery aspect of what I want to see. Again, it's a good hit. I want to see a real fight, just a little bit of a fight to the end. And then when you drop, see an adjustment. I want to see a placement and then place again, trying to push the ball back onto your side. Reasons for this are that it makes it harder for the defenders to try and jackal the ball. So you've got a guy going for the ball. If you move it, then it's going to make his job a lot harder. So same pre-contact, collision area, and then we want to see a nice delivery of the ball. Okay, so on me, you ready? Go. and present, and adjust. Yeah, good stuff, good work. Screw those hips up, good, and adjust. We'll cover off the role of the support player. For me, all I want you to do is just get over the ball, clear past the ball about half a metre to a metre. Varying coaches, different coaches and different age levels will want you to do different things, which is all about coaching, but for me, all we want to do is just get over the ball. So our ball carrier is still doing their key factors. Our first support player, they can't go until the ball carrier has gone past the poles, and then they need to get over the ball, clean out that hit shield. Go. So shut down that space quickly as you can, clean it out. Good stuff. So what we want to do is make sure we're going over the top of the ball. Don't go around the side. Make sure we've got that space over the ball. Let's go again. Go. Good. Yeah, good work. Good communication that time. Communication needs to be part of it. Good stuff. Right, so that's all we're going to cover off on the breakdown. Like I said, there's lots of different avenues. Your coaches want to do different things. There's lots and lots of different key factors, but for me, those are just a couple that I like to coach. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the defensive side of the breakdown. Just a couple of things. If you're on the ground in a team game which is played on your feet, you're dead to the team. You're not helping your teammates at all. So what we're going to do is just a quick little drill to get back to our feet quickly. We're back on our feet. We're back in the game. We're supporting, attacking, looking at all those options. A couple of key factors here. 2 key factors. One, try and lift your hips up off the ground first, and then both feet under you at the same time, and finish up in that good jackal position. Ready, so it's a race. We're going to have a winner. We'll do it 3 times. We'll see who's the best at it. Go. Okay, so we've got our man here. Nice work. He's first. Go. Over here this time. On your mark, set, go. All right, good stuff. You see guys having all sorts of problems getting back to their feet. Finish on top. Bounce back to your feet. So now I'm going to teach you how to finish on top. So if we can just have groups of 3. So the tackler is the guy in the middle. So what he's going to do is offer up a hip kick. So he's going to hit with his right shoulder, first of all, and then I want to see him kick this, yep, and then kick this hip here so he finishes up on top nice and fast, and then he's going to end up in that jackal position. Perfect. Go. Yeah, not too bad. We can be a lot more explosive than that. That's probably about 50% of where we want to be at. Good work. Nice. Good stuff. And last one to our left. Go. Good work. And that's it. Nice work, everybody.